Explore the journey to early retirement and a more meaningful life with insights drawn from Scott Rieken's transformative experience. Initially caught in the cycle of overworking to sustain a lavish lifestyle, Rieken's perspective shifted after encountering the FIRE movement through a podcast interview with Mr. Money Mustache. FIRE, or Financial Independence, Retire Early, is a community focused on reclaiming time through aggressive savings and prudent investments. In a span of 5 months, Rieken's made significant changes. He left his job, halved his family's expenses, and embarked on creating a documentary about this transformative journey. Now, just 9 years away from retirement, he shares the lessons learned in his book. These summaries provide practical tips for optimizing finances, allowing individuals to prioritize what truly matters. Discover how followers of the FIRE movement leverage financial independence to retire early, make flexible career choices, pursue passion projects, and simplify their lives. Importantly, the FIRE lifestyle is accessible to anyone seeking a more intentional way of living, irrespective of wealth or extreme dedication. Delve into these insights to learn about the optimal car purchase price, the perceived risks of investing savings in the stock market, and why embracing FIRE doesn't necessitate cutting out cherished holiday traditions like Christmas shopping. Scott Rieken's found himself ensnared in an unsustainable lifestyle, a common predicament for many individuals who perceive working until their mid-60s as the norm. The conventional narrative is rooted in the belief that early retirement is unrealistic without the safety net of a complete pension. However, upon scrutinizing the reasons behind relentless work, a discrepancy becomes evident. Consumer culture dictates that people toil excessively for superfluous luxuries, but the FIRE, Financial Independence, Retire Early, movement challenges this paradigm. It advocates for a frugal lifestyle, liberating time for pursuits that truly matter. In 2016, Scott Rieken secured a creative director position to sustain his family's seemingly idyllic life in Coronado, California. Despite a combined annual income of $142,000 after taxes, the couple indulged in unnecessary expenses like an expensive Vitamix blender and dining out nightly. Convinced of their financial stability, they believed their 401k contributions were sufficient. However, the prospect of buying a house and saving for their daughter's college fund exposed the inadequacy of their $10,000 annual savings. Faced with the dilemma of whether to commit to a salaried position for the foreseeable future or pursue entrepreneurial dreams, Rieken found himself at a crossroads. A chance encounter with an interview featuring Mr. Money Mustache on The Tim Ferriss Show changed everything. Mr. Money Mustache, a Canadian blogger named Pete Adini, retired at the age of 30, inspiring a devoted following of «mustachans» within the FIRE movement. By utilizing an online retirement calculator, Rieken discovered that by halving their expenses and investing their savings, he and his wife could retire in a mere 10 years. This revelation marked a shift in perspective, from hoping for a big break to recognizing the need for a fundamental lifestyle change. Financial independence isn't synonymous with traditional retirement. It's about having the freedom to choose how you spend your time. Those achieving financial independence through FIRE, Financial Independence, Retire Early, aren't simply retiring. They're unlocking the potential for various flexible career choices. Consider Sylvia's journey. After Hurricane Katrina, she re-evaluated her possessions and adopted a frugal lifestyle. Even as a lawyer, she worked as a delivery driver on weekends. 6 years into financial independence, Sylvia didn't stop working. Instead, she leveraged the freedom FIRE provided to start her own law firm. FIRE allows people to travel, engage in charity work, or pursue creative passions. The key is that financial independence empowers individuals to decide how to shape their lives. The crucial question often arises: how much money is needed for this financial independence? According to the FIRE formula, achieving financial independence involves saving and investing 25 times your annual expenses. The Riekenses aim to reduce their yearly expenses to $60,000, requiring a savings goal of $1.5 million to retire. With a conservative estimate of a 5% rate of return on investments, they could expect $75,000 annually. Following the 4% rule, from a Trinity University study, which allows for annual withdrawals of 4% from the savings without depleting the principal, the Rikenses could sustain their lifestyle indefinitely. This meant they could withdraw $60,000, leaving a 1% buffer to counter market fluctuations and inflation. Now, the challenge for the author was to align his family's spending with the targeted $60,000 per year.
Your comments, likes, shares, and subscriptions serve as the backbone of my spirits, keeping me motivated. Thank you.
The foundation of FIRE lies in aggressive savings and judicious low-cost investments. The financial independence equation is straightforward: trim expenses, accumulate assets, and live off the returns. To embark on this journey, you need to scrutinize your finances. Begin by meticulously tracking every dollar spent in the past year. Understanding your past expenditures empowers you to make necessary adjustments. The typical FIRE goal involves saving and investing approximately 50 to 70% of your income. To make this goal more achievable, start by concentrating on major expense categories: housing, transportation, and food. Upon deciding to pursue FIRE, Scott and Taylor embarked on a year of travel. To economize, they stayed with their parents and explored potential affordable cities. Bend, Oregon, stood out with its outdoor activities, esteemed school districts, and reasonably priced three-bedroom houses. Addressing the transportation aspect, they opted for one car since Scott planned to cycle to work. Following advice from the FIRE blogger Mad Fientist, they purchased a reliable, used AWD Honda CR-V for $7,500, recognizing that a leased car depreciates in value, while a well-maintained used car in the $5,000 range could last a decade with minimal depreciation. With their savings, the Rikenses, initially new to investing, diversified across low-cost index funds, real estate, and entrepreneurial ventures. Low-cost index funds utilize algorithms to invest across the market, aligning with the average stock market growth of around 10% annually. Warren Buffett recommends them as a profitable alternative with minimal management fees. If stock market fluctuations make you uneasy, adjust your savings goals or withdrawal rate accordingly. This flexibility allows you to either work longer before retiring or further reduce expenses, ensuring a comfortable journey towards financial independence. Introducing the concept of FIRE to your partner or loved ones requires a thoughtful approach centered on shared values. When broaching the topic with your partner, consider having them complete the 10 things exercise to understand their sources of happiness. The author hesitated to discuss FIRE with his wife Taylor, fearing she might dismiss it as another fleeting entrepreneurial interest. Recognizing her role as the primary breadwinner, he was cautious about suggesting changes to her spending habits. To gauge her receptiveness, he proposed that she list the 10 things that brought her joy weekly. Surprisingly, their lists aligned, revealing a discrepancy between their values and their current spending on luxuries like beach life. Sharing your FIRE plans with friends demands a nuanced approach, avoiding a preachy or dogmatic tone. Instead of imposing your newfound financial insights, consider connecting with like-minded individuals in the FIRE community. The author's idea for a FIRE documentary attracted attention, leading to collaborations with FIRE enthusiasts such as Travis Shakespeare, a senior vice president at BBC Worldwide. Through the documentary project, Scott and Taylor engaged with prominent figures in the FIRE community, including Mr. Money Mustache and others embracing the FIRE lifestyle. Attending a Camp Mustache retreat, Taylor expected a cult-like atmosphere but discovered a diverse group sharing common values. This highlights that enthusiasm for FIRE is driven by shared values, fostering a sense of community among individuals pursuing financial independence. FIRE is not exclusive to those with high incomes; it's accessible to individuals across income levels. While a higher income may expedite the journey to financial independence, it's not a prerequisite for practicing FIRE. Kaylin, a 26-year-old management analyst from Evans, Colorado, with a combined income under $50,000, embraced the FIRE lifestyle, reducing annual expenses to $32,000 and aiming for financial independence in 6 years. The essence of FIRE lies in prioritizing happiness over materialism, a choice available to everyone, regardless of income. One common misconception about FIRE is its perceived extremeness. While some FIRE adherents may adopt extreme frugality, the approach to FIRE is flexible and adaptable to individual circumstances. The author and his wife faced challenges during a Christmas budgeting crisis while staying with family in Iowa. Realizing they hadn't budgeted for the holiday, the prospect of maintaining their usual $1,500 Christmas spending seemed impossible. However, they learned a valuable lesson. FIRE is about making choices aligned with long-term happiness, not rigid adherence to frugality. The Christmas experience in Iowa prompted a shift in perspective. Instead of feeling constrained by frugality, the author and his wife recognized the need for flexibility and intentionality in spending to align with their values. This realization underscored the idea that FIRE is not about perpetually strict frugality but about purposefully directing spending toward what truly matters. The key message in these insights is that FIRE, financial independence, retire early, is not exclusive to individuals with high incomes and can be embraced by anyone. It involves aligning your consumption habits with your values to achieve financial independence and live a more intentional life. While aggressive savings and low-cost investments can expedite the journey to retirement, FIRE is fundamentally about prioritizing happiness over materialism. Actionable advice includes joining an online forum to discuss finances. Finances are often considered a taboo topic, but the FIRE community promotes collaboration and honesty. Engaging in online forums provides a platform for sharing experiences, gaining insights, and finding support on the journey to financial independence, even if attending in-person FIRE conferences is not feasible. Welcome back. Grateful for your return to our Knowledge Hub. Dive into inspiring book summaries with actionable insights. Surprisingly, 80% of our listeners haven't engaged yet. I sincerely ask you to like, share, and subscribe, helping us reach a broader audience and grow the channel. Your comments are a North Star, guiding us in crafting valuable content. Thank you.